how to make your Wi Fi faster, 7 things that actually work. Now, nothing tests human patience faster than slow internet. Not because people become lazy, but because modern life fully depends on connectivity for almost everything. Now, that could be work, gaming, streaming, video calls, cloud storage, online classes, social media, and smart devices. And the moment your Wi Fi starts buffering a 12-second video like it's downloading national archives from space, frustration arrives instantly. Now, here's the important thing: most Wi Fi problems are not caused by bad internet, they're caused by poor router placement, congestion, outdated settings, interference, old hardware, or hidden bandwidth usage, which is a good news because many of these problems are quite fixable in minutes. So in this complete guide, I'm going to be showing you 7 real ways to make your Wi-Fi faster in 2026, including router positioning, frequency bands, cache-related tricks, network settings, device optimization, then moving over to fixes that actually improve the speed and stability. No fake internet booster apps, no magical antenna myths, just practical improvements that genuinely work. So let's get into it. Now, most people place their Wi Fi router wherever the installer happened to leave it years ago. Corner of the house, behind a TV, under a desk, next to a microwave fighting for electromagnetic dominance. Then they wonder why the signal feels really weak. Now, here's the reality: Wi Fi signals spread outward physically. Walls, metal objects, mirrors, thick furniture, and appliances are going to weaken your signal strength. So your router should ideally be elevated, centralized, and open, not hidden inside furniture like a forbidden technological artifact. So if possible, do place your router higher up, away from walls, and away from electronics causing interference. And honestly, this one change alone sometimes improves speeds dramatically without touching anything. Now, modern routers usually support 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz bands. This is really important. 2.4 gigahertz travels farther but is slower and more crowded. 5 gigahertz is faster but works best at shorter distances. Now, inside more modern Wi Fi systems, 5 gigahertz is usually the better option for gaming, streaming, downloads, and video calls, especially in apartments or crowded areas where many nearby networks are going to overlap. Now, to check this, what you're going to do is you can open up your Wi-Fi settings and look for a separate network named, like, let's say there's home Wi-Fi, then there's home Wi-Fi 5G. So as you can see over here, there's this Wi-Fi and then there's 5G. And this 5G Wi-Fi is basically 5G HS. Okay. Now, this sounds simple because it is. Go ahead and restart the router, but do it directly. Unplug it completely for around 30 seconds before reconnecting it. Now, the reason for that is because routers accumulate temporary memory issues, connection overload, and network congestion over time. Restarting is going to clear any temporary processes and refreshes the connection. And honestly, people mock this advice because it sounds pretty basic until it immediately fixes the issue. Sometimes technology just needs a small existential reset. Now, here's something most people underestimate: your Wi Fi speed is shared. If phones, TVs, laptops, tablets, security cameras, gaming consoles, and smart devices are all connected, your bandwidth is going to get divided. And you can go ahead and check that out through your network provider. And some devices consume internet silently in the background, like cloud backups, automatic updates, video syncing, or streaming services that are left running. So check what's connected to your network through your router settings or companion app. You may discover old devices, unused gadgets, or someone still downloading 80 gigabyte games while pretending the Wi Fi just sucks. Most people update their phones regularly, but never update the router itself. Now, that is a huge mistake. Modern routers actually receive firmware updates that improve performance, security, and stability. You can also check the compatibility on it. And to check this, you're going to open up your router admin panel or your router admin app. Okay. Now, outdated firmware can cause slowdowns, disconnects, security vulnerabilities, and inefficient performance. And honestly, routers are basically small computers. They need maintenance too. And this is one of the most underrated fixes. In crowded neighborhoods or apartments, nearby routers often overlap on the same wireless channels. Now, this creates a lot of congestion, especially on 2.4 gigahertz networks. Modern routers sometimes auto-select channels poorly, so changing channels manually can improve stability and speed. So inside of your router settings, you can look for wireless settings in channel. So let's say, in my case, if I were to go ahead and open up my router's customer portal, where I can, check all of his things, let me show you what it generally looks like when you go ahead and scope it out. So here, as we can see, I'm going to go ahead and add in my information, and we're going to click on login. Now from here, I can see all of my router information, okay? I can see all the things that my router provides. So over here, you can check in your detailed session reports, customer volume usage. You can even check all the places it is connected to. These are all the reports and histories that it provides. So over here, you can get the volume transfer history, internet usage history, call record history. Now, all of these things allow you to generate different things for yourself. Now, let's be honest. Sometimes the router itself is simply outdated. If your router is very old, extremely low end, or using outdated Wi-Fi standards, it may struggle with modern internet demands, especially in homes with multiple users, 4K streaming, gaming smart devices, or heavy downloads. Modern Wi-Fi 6 and newer routers dramatically improve speed coverage, latency, and device handling. So the router matters a lot. Now, internet consistency depends on many factors. For example, network congestion, peak usage hours, ISP traffic load, distance from the router, and simultaneous device usage. Now, that's why your Wi Fi may feel great at midnight, but terrible during evening hours, especially in apartment buildings or dense areas where many nearby networks compete simultaneously. So sometimes the issue isn't just your setup, it's environmental congestion too. Now, this is the uncomfortable truth wireless fans avoid. Ethernet is still faster and more stable than your Wi-Fi, and it's going to be always like that. If you like game competitively, stream professionally, or work with large files, wired connections provide lower latency, higher consistency, and fewer interruptions. Wi-Fi is convenient, Ethernet is reliable. That's the real trade-off. Now, sometimes the issue genuinely comes from your internet provider, so you can also go ahead and use the speed test by Ookla to see if your, internet is the main issue, if your internet provider is providing that issue. So you can simply go ahead and get a global broadband speed test to actually see if, the issue is within your appliances, or is it just the provider's end. So you can go ahead, click on go, and it finds the optimal server that it can work along with you. And as you can see, it loads things in, sees the download speed, how much it is. As you can see, my download speed is coming in constantly at 30 megabytes per second. Then it'll also go ahead and finds in the upload speed for itself. So if it's a constant, if it's not fluctuating much, then you're good to go. Your internet is pretty solid. Now, moving on, most slow Wi-Fi problems are fixable, not through gimmicks, not through false speed hacks, and definitely not through suspicious apps. Real improvement comes from better placement, cleaner network management, updated hardware, reduced congestion, and smarter settings. Because Wi Fi is really just radio communication, and once you understand what weakens or overloads that signal, optimizing it becomes much easier. So that is pretty much about it for this video. Thank you for watching all the way till the end, and I'm going to be seeing all of you in the next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.